Howdy guys, how we doing? Welcome back to another video of Amikin Village. How we doing? Hope you guys are well, and welcome to update 1.1. I finally got my hands on this update, so better late than never. Let's get this video out. So, new pass season begins on Friday, July 11th, which has already commenced. We've made some useful tweaks and improvements to the path, but that's not all. This update also brings several new features to enhance your journey. Production benches redesign is the first one. So each bench now produces resources for a specific tier instead of upgrading one bench to handle everything. This streamlined system helps organize your production line more efficiently. With each bench dedicated to a specific step, upgrading a bench now increases its production speed. That's interesting. Your old benches have now been replaced. In some cases, they may have been demolished. All resources used to build them returned, okay? A few unique crafting resources, special crafting resources introduced in the last update have been simplified. Now there are only 4 types instead of 8, making armor and weapon crafting easier. Yeah, I was worried about that because trying to craft more weapons and more gear was going to be a little bit more difficult because you had to find these specific those special resources, right? And it made production a lot more a lot more steeper and difficult to actually accomplish that. So I was a little bit hesitant about using all of my gear in a very short amount of time. So I'm glad that they sort of tried to make some sort of rectification to that. So I'm actually happy with that. That's good. And they finally built the storage for the relics. So I think that's what they call them. So these unique special crafting resources, they're relics, right? They basically made a dedicated warehouse for us to actually store those instead of putting them in your universal storage boxes, which what I've been doing up until now. So that's actually really good. So I'm happy with that they've done that. Now they did actually put out a couple more patch notes into the full patch notes. So obviously not in the simplified version that we've just seen. Okay, so that is all that there. So let's go ahead and have a quick look at that. So in update 1.1, we've already spoken about the production benches rearranged, easy crafting, it's already been discussed, the relic storage has been discussed. Now there's a couple of new Amikins. Now we can actually find a shiny Budbud throughout the wild, so if you guys want to get onto that, definitely get onto that. But they've also got the third evolution to Budbud, which is called Bud Bloom. So it's an Evo 3, so they've done that. So that's going to be obviously now unlockable and available to you guys as well. Okay, so the warehouse capacity storage increased, so they hold more resources, especially for those in the next tier, so you'll have more room when you need it. Essence give more XP, now it gives you 50 instead of 20 when fusing into an Amikin. Also defeating high level Amikin grants more essence, so they've rebalanced that. And Evo 2s are much more easy to catch now, which is actually a really good sign. I'm happy that they've done that, so it makes life a little bit easier for us, which is great. The fusion chamber interface has been overhauled as well, so we'll have a look at that in a moment. And the healing rebalance. Now Amikins recover more gradually at the base, with stronger ones taking a bit longer to heal, making recovery feel more natural as they grow in power. So what that basically means and tells us is that the better your Amikin, the longer it's going to take for them to heal when you're at your base, essentially. Now we've got the incubator here, so this is the fusion chamber. Did they say the fusion chamber? It was the fusion chamber. So apparently the interface has been overhauled. So it looks a little bit different apparently. So it tells us here to open up the codex. I would imagine to learn a little bit more about it, I would say. But it's been a while since I've actually jumped back into here, so I'm actually sort of keen to see what was changed. It doesn't look like there's much here, but if we actually, let's just do that. Okay, so that hasn't changed. I don't know what's actually changed. I think it's just the fact that you can, okay, maximum level, congrats. Okay, don't need to do that. Okay, that's more for the basically powering them up, I guess, in a sense. Okay, I don't think there's much that has been changed. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone, I guess. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the projects as well, because I do want to see that new healing bench. Oh, okay, there's a lot going on here, guys. So the relic storage. So let's go ahead and build him. So I want to build you somewhere, of course. So most likely, let's just build you here. We've got the resources for it, so why not? Now, this is the other thing I want to look at. Stonecutter's reinforced block. Let's go ahead and have a quick look at our current setup, because I'm interested to see what has been removed, and if it has been removed. Concrete block. Oh. Okay. Why have they done it that way for? So I've got the max tier, right? At least we can go... Actually, that's new. You can actually... Oh. So you can actually bounce between the store, the workbench, and then to the storage to see what you've got. Well, that's cool. Interesting. Okay. Going back to what I was thinking about, what the hell has happened here? So we need multiple multiple workbenches in order for us to... No, I don't like this. Straight up, I don't like this. Why do we need multiple workbenches? Leave it the way it was. If we've got max level, and if we need to go down a tier or so to build, to craft other materials and things like that, shouldn't we have that freedom and flexibility to do that as per normal? So you're telling me that I need to make all these other workbenches in order to satisfy all the other tier resource requirements? Because when you think about it, you need the lower tiers. If you need to work your way up, you need the lower tiers. So let's say wood planks, for example, you need that for polished plank, and then you need the polished plank for the next tier, and so on and so forth. So how are you going to do that if you're going to have to make all the other workbenches? You're just going to be forever trying to find your workbenches to try and work out which is which. I don't like this. Devs, I don't like that. Change it back. Change it. I don't agree with that. Because I've got all the latest versions now. Right? I've got the highest tier of everything. I don't know. I don't know, guys. You guys let me know in the comment section, but I'm not happy with that. No, sir. I am not happy with that. Why did they do that in the first place? I honestly don't agree with that. Let me just refill that, because that needs a bit of filling up. But why would they do that in the first place? I'm trying to understand exactly how and why would they do that. Oh yeah, also I've actually built myself the catcher's backpack, so I've got that now. I've got 15 storage capacity, which is great. I'm happy with that, but yeah, I don't like what they've done with regards to the workstations. Change that back, straight up. Unless if you're going to change it again and do something about it, maybe put them into a cluster, or have, let's say for example, where we're here, and you've got what? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 squares here. Each square represents a tier of the workstation, and then you unlock all of them over time. That I would understand, but doing it the way that you've done it, nah, I'm not happy with that. No, I'm not happy with that, because I know they're easy to build, and yes, I've got all the resources in the world to do that, but where on this do you expect me to put every single workstation down? Because I'm going to need them over time. And then it's going to come to a crunch point where I'm going to run out of resources that I need to go back a tier in order to craft those said resources. And yeah, it's just not going to work. That's not going to work. I'm sorry, guys. I always try to find the positive side to everything, and and have a bit of a rationale as to why the devs would have done X, Y, and Z. But for A, B, and C right now, it's not working. I can tell you right now. And I would imagine, and I haven't even looked at the Discord, I would say that a lot of players would not be happy in this situation. And if you guys are, let me know in the comments down below, for better or worse. Don't care what you guys put in there, just put it in there, because the devs do watch my videos. So for me, I feel like this is not a win. That's a very, very mild attempt at trying to do something different. And look, don't get me wrong, it's still a new game, right? It's still a new game, which what that basically means is that they're going to try things here and there to see what works and what doesn't. Unfortunately, only just launching the game as of now, it's not going to work. I can tell you now. I'm not a fan of it. I don't think it's going to be a usable system. So yeah, please change it back would be my humble opinion. All right, let's go ahead and try and take these guys out. Now apparently Evo 2s are a lot more easy to catch, so that might be a good thing for a lot of people. As you can see, 81% on a D6 die. That actually wouldn't be too bad, to be perfectly fair. So I think that makes us a little bit more comfortable in capturing Amikin. So yeah, I think that's actually not a bad way of going about it, in my opinion. There we go, we got ourselves a level B anyway, so that's not bad at all. And we've got Moonstride here, which I still haven't unlocked. So at some point I need to work out how I'm going to get Moonstride, because I've got to unlock it in the Codex first. So that, I can't honestly tell you how that's going to work out. Not too sure with that. Let's go ahead and capture you as well. Now, can I get out? And, oh, of course I'm blocked. Oh, I do actually have an axe with me. I thought I didn't have an axe with me. That's hilarious. Okay, so it's been reduced. Fine, whatever. Alright, let's just bring you out. Let me grab maybe Zapster out and do me the honors to take you out quicker. And I need a catcher's axe. Oh, I forgot. I need the catcher's gear in order for me to get all this. Fair enough. Can't capture you. I've already caught you before. Okay, not keen on you. You know what? I feel like I want to go back a step. I probably want to go back into, what do you call it? Not the shallows that we're in, but I'll probably go one back. Maybe, do I want to go Sparkfall? Yeah, probably Sparkfall maybe. Let's just do that. Why not? I'm really bummed about the whole Workbench situation. I really am. Actually, I want to get this egg. So let's go ahead and do that. Get rid of this duplex here. Goodbye. And who else we got here? We've got a wall tusk that I can't actually capture. I've got a couple of wall tusks that I can't actually capture. Just a little bit annoying, but that's okay. We'll make light work of these guys, and I would like this egg very much so. Thank you very much. Gimme. Thank you. I will take you home. You know what? Let's just grab these essences as well. Alright, what do we have over here? Moonstride, again, I still can't capture you. Ember Inks, we've got a Blazehorn, which I'll give a crack. Whoop, I actually just took you out. Well, there you go. Honestly, I was going to say I wouldn't really care if I actually captured this or not, so happy to move on from it. Don't worry about these guys. Let's go ahead and heal. There's another Blazehorn, so let's go ahead and try and get you this time around. And I wasn't quick enough. I feel like I'm out of practice. I feel like I'm very out of practice when it comes to this. Alright, that should be great. Yep, we got you. Thank you very much. Actually, you know what? I want to see if I can try and find a shiny Budbud. Let's see if there is one. If we go to Stormforge, maybe that might show me one. I have a funny feeling that's probably going to be the place where you're going to find one. They do generally populate around Stormforge as it is anyway. So let's see if we can actually get our hands on one, essentially. Let's do it. Unless if there's just going to be nothing but, excuse me, Evo 2s around here, maybe. There's a Wiblet. Let's get rid of this Wiblet. There is a Budbud. I'll take you out. And I've got Mantiflora, which I still can't capture. Tell you what, there's a lot of Amikins I still can't actually get my hands on at the moment, which is, again, like I said, it's a massive annoyance for me. Let's get rid of this Twily, and the Coraluna didn't actually last long at all. Now notice I'm not actually getting a lot of resources at the moment. Excuse me. If I'm thinking about getting anything, it's probably just heals at this moment, because right now I've got an abundance of resources, as you guys would have seen beforehand. But yeah, let's see if we can try and sort of bust our way through here. Be lucky if I actually find a shiny Budbud. I'm not expecting to get one, to be honest with you guys. But what I am trying to get myself is as many heals as possible, because that'll be helpful for me. There's a Wiblet again. Go ahead and take you out. There's a Mia Winkle. I don't really care for you. Let's go ahead and get rid of you. There's a Sprouty. Let's go ahead and get Blazehorn out. Dispatch you, please. Thank you very much. Coraluna's over there. I'll just go ahead and take what I feel like I probably should take for now. I've got the space now, which is great. So I'm happy to... Ooh, much like you. Gimme. I've got a rock now as well. Let me just quickly heal. And I was way too powerful for you as well at the same time. That was a bit annoying. Alright. Let's Blazehorn do your magic. Okay, let's see if we can capture you now. And I did not. There we go. We gotcha. Really? Really? How stubborn do you want to be? Come on. There you go. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Ooh, there's a shiny. Ooh, there's two of you guys. Okay, okay, let's just put you down. And quickly heal. But I would much like that shiny Wispard. Okay, okay. Take out you. Come on. Capture. Capture. Thank you. And we've defeated you. Okay. Would have been nice if that was like an S level or something. That would have been great. Okay, go ahead and grab you guys. Let's just pop you there. I got the blade knives. Actually, I didn't really see the finished result out of that. The relics storage bin. I should have looked at that. That's alright. That is okay. Alright. Let's continue on. Let's take out this Moonstride. These guys are all over the place now. Not as rare as they were back in the past, were they? Let's get rid of this Twily. Thank you very much. Let's continue on. Am I going to get harassed? I think I will. There's a few of you guys out here. Might be getting a little bit too hectic here. We've got a Beef now. Let's just get you in. And we'll allow you to do your thing. Oh, and we've got an AI player, of course. Alright, you. Come on, Snake. I think I've dispatched him, actually. And I'll grab that. And see how we go with capturing that Wispard. I think that's the last one I can capture too. I am chockers now. See what we've got out of that. Some more dice. And what else was there? Ah, okay. Not too keen on the rest of that. But I'm just seeing if there was a Budbud around, but there doesn't look like there is. I might actually have to go to a lower level. Possibly. It might be. No, don't worry about capturing you. Hit the wrong button, of course, as I always do. Okay, okay, yeah, it doesn't look like, excuse me, there's anyone, excuse me, wow. A little bit under the weather today, But that's okay. We will persevere. Do what I need to do, of course. Let's just introduce Aqualisk. Thank you very much. Do your thing. Introduce you. Let's see if we can get you. Can I get you to go over there? No, I can't. Okay. Now we can get you guys involved. Thank you. Just keen to see what's actually in this little loot bag over here. Alright, who else have I got? I've got more grass types. That's fine. It's fine with me. Alright, let's see what we've got. Okay, let's see. Alright, so we've got a few things going on here. So more of an abundance of things, which is nice. Yeah, let's take those. I'll take that for sure. And I think I'm pretty... Well, actually, no. Thank you. Take that. Very good. Yeah, as I said, guys, the update's fine for what it is. I mean, there's really not much else going after the major update because it was such a massive overhaul update, so to speak. But this little refinement or little changes that they've, sort of made here, I don't think I can get around the whole Workbench situation. I just don't think it's going to work out. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to revert back to the way it was, or maybe make an additional refinement and see if that actually makes any sort of impact again. But like I said, I just don't see this being a viable option, because like I said to you guys before, you're going to need to essentially rotate your workbenches, especially if you don't have enough space and area like I do. I mean, like, it makes you need, like, I feel like it's pushing you to upgrade the Nexus tree and ensure that is at max capacity, so you've got every bit of area available to you on the ground, and that might actually give you somewhat of a as an option to house everything. And yeah, look, I just don't see that being plausible right now. I just don't see it being something that we can actually get around. I can't. I personally can't. I need more inventory space. There you go. I actually ended up maxing that out. You know what? Let's get rid of that. And let's just grab what we can here. You are sleeping, so I'll leave you alone. Oh, what are you doing here? Get out of here. Well, may as well go back home, excuse me, as it is. So let's do that. Okay, and let's see this new workbench. Oh, sorry, this new warehouse that we've got here. So we can put all of these specialized stuff in here. So what that basically means for me is I can get, well, let's get rid of most of that and get that and drop all of that in there, but I'm going to need to start upgrading as well, so let's go ahead and do that. That's obviously going to take a little while for that to actually sort of upgrade as well. Like I said, I've got the resources to do a lot of things, but when those resources deplete and when we need lower levels to do these crafting, I just don't see it being sustainable. I think, like I said, I don't feel like this is an efficient way of going around with the workstations. Call me naive and call me sort of used to the norm, so to speak, where you've got the gradual increases of each tier in the one workbench, but I think that just works the best. I mean, there's so many other games out there that have the same formula, and don't get me wrong, there's some other games that have multiples of the same workbench, but you can still rank them up as well at the same time. So I feel like that is something that they shouldn't have touched. I don't think. Personally, I don't think they should have touched. Look, I've got this one here, and that's a tier 3. That's fine, because I had these doubles at one point anyway. So I don't have many doubles. So I've got what? I've got this one over here. So that gives me relic steel parts. This gives me steel parts because I upgraded them as such. So I need to get the lower 2 tiers in order for me to craft the other elements, the other resources. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I'm not keen on it. I'm really not. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. It's just how I feel. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Do you guys feel the same? Do you like the change? Let me know in the comments. But I think that's enough, guys. I want to thank you guys for stopping by, checking out this one here. Let me know in the comment section down below all your thoughts and feedback around version 1.1 for better or worse. Leave a like, share if you can. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell icon so you don't miss out on any future videos. Alright guys, take it easy, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.